Up with some latest developments. Of course, the budget statement was aligned to be read at 2:30 p.m. It's just an hour late, and details coming to us so far. We are trying to sift through and understand what could be the problem. Well, earlier on, remember, the mediation committee did actually did not come to a conclusion, but we have a different development right now. We can see the Treasury Cabinet Secretary preparing to exit from the National Treasury offices in the Central Business District. Well, the moment we've all been waiting for is here with us, and that is Henry Rotich stepping outside the Treasury building with the briefcase that has the country's budget, putting to rest all the uncertainties that have actually been characterized with the delay. Perhaps we shall be getting to hear what led to this delay. The CS there, very resplendent in his suit with a red tie, just a symbol of power, carrying the briefcase, very cheerful. Of course, sleepless nights trying to prepare this budget. Right now, he is flanked by the Principal Secretary in charge of Treasury, and that is Dr. Kamau Thuge, who is the accounting officer in this particular ministry. And the two gentlemen are the main action players today, the men that have actually concluded this budget, and they'll be presenting it to Parliament. Right next to him there is the Principal Secretary in charge of Planning, Dr. Muya. And of course, very colorful pictures there for members of the press, journalists trying to make sure they get the best shots of this very important day. It is the 7th budget for Henry Rotich, who has been at the eye of a storm when it comes to his balancing tactics. When you look at the budgetary allocations, and of course, he will be taking on the budget today in Parliament. Right there, we can see the outgoing Commissioner General of the Kenya Revenue Authority. That is John Njiraini, the man on the far left. And he has served his term. He's about to call it a day at the Tax Authority, that is the Kenya Revenue Authority. And of course, other top honchos from the Treasury are actually having a photo opportunity there, even as they prepare to head to Parliament. It will be interesting to see whether this CS will be walking to Parliament or will he be driving, now that he is late by over an hour. Also, at the far end of this particular lineup, we can see some of the various members of Parliament in charge of various committees in Parliament. Well, it will be interesting to see what will be happening, especially now that the Division of Revenue Bill talks collapsed, and this casts some very really interesting uncertainties of how and what will this budget be. Will it be an illegal budget being tabled in Parliament? Well, the Leader of Majority, Eden Duale, did dismiss this, saying that all the legal aspects around the budget presentation are in check. But it will be interesting to see what will be on the floor of the House. Well, right now, the staff at the National Treasury just having a photo opportunity there with the Rotich, who will be proceeding to Parliament in a few minutes from now. We have our reporter, Rita Tinina, camping there, as well as Mark Namaswa, who are going to be giving us the latest action as we get to see what will be in that very important briefcase. Some of the features of this briefcase, as we are briefed by some of the sources at Treasury, is that it actually has a secret password to it, and it has electric shock. If you try to open it, you will be surprised. Well, that is latest pictures from the Treasury building, and my panelist here, Ken Gishinga. Perhaps what would you be thinking when it comes to the delay and of course the collapsed talks of the revenue allocation bill?
It's quite unusual to have the budget being read almost 1 hour late, and he hasn't even made his way yet to Parliament. Possibly it could have been the breakdown of talks that happened last night, but even then, it's important to know that since 1997, once we had the drama around the budget, around that time, there was a major departure in how this process is done. So what happens right now is a copy of what's in his briefcase is already at Parliament. So there's really no opportunity for him to make any last-minute changes right now. It's already in Parliament. So I think that should give us a satisfaction that there was no last-minute tweaking that would have happened.
All right. Well, live pictures there from National Treasury, and CS Rotich seems will be taking a ride to Parliament in light of the lost time so far. He is there, journalists scrambling to get a photo opportunity of the briefcase, and of course heavy security along Harambee Avenue today. Right now the CS just having a final photo shoot before he gets to Parliament, where he'll be doing the final shoot before he walks into the chambers of Parliament, as he will be presenting the national budget, which is just about an hour late. And of course we shall definitely be getting some explanations from him, perhaps as he makes his opening remarks from Parliament. Right now he is driving off, and you can clearly see a battery of journalists just wading their way, trying to get really good shots. Of course our team also giving us the very best pictures that you can get in the industry. Of course right now we have our teams in Parliament who are standing by to give us the action, and right now the motorcade making its way along, that is Harambee Avenue. Police escort accompanying the Treasury Cabinet Secretary, who literally today is the man of the moment. He will be tabling the budget under the Jubilee administration of 3.02 trillion shillings. He'll also be sharing the latest when it comes to what will he be taxing this time round. There are going to be surprises in this particular budget, and of course a lot of expectations from across the country. All the 47 counties glued, just waiting to hear what the Treasury has in store for them. Of course, you can relate with the majority of Kenyans right now saying that the cost of living is really at the edge. Many are living hand to mouth. Many cannot actually get more than 2 meals a day. Many living under $2 a day. That is the car that the CS is driving in, and of course just making his way the Parliament roundabout. And of course various people, they are just waiting to see his arrival. Of course our teams are positioned, and right now let's also bring you some breaking news that is reaching us. Meanwhile, all women MPs have walked out of the budget speech sitting of Parliament a short time ago to protest the assault